because that's the kind of guy he was. Didn't play a whole lot during the playoffs, but when Pat Quinn tapped him on the shoulder and said, go out there, he did his job, and he did it well.
Every guy on the team knew that if there was going to be a battle, Tim Hunter would be right in the middle of it.
Tim Hunter, a wily veteran that he was, already won a cup in Calgary, so he knew how to play his role to a T. And of course, he goes after their best player, and that's leading by example, and is obviously going to take them off their game.
You don't know what it's like, and I don't know what it's like, but to be in the arena, on the ice, in a battle, which is what it is. No one knows what it's like except the players. And I think the players respond to those kind of incidents.
That was a big hit, obviously. It didn't sit too well with them. Gilmour was injured at the time. I think he had bad ribs. He had some broken ribs or stuff, which is extremely painful to play with. And it was a clean hit on him behind the net. But that's the kind of player Tim was. He definitely laid it to him right there, and that pretty much sent him a message.
Taking Gilmour out was a message that you don't mess with our best players, because we'll mess with yours.
Tim Hunter, a guy that's won cups. He's very loud, vocal on the bench. Played fourth line. He'd get out maybe 6 minutes a game, but every time he was on the ice, he was effective. And in the dressing room, he really knew what to say to the players. I think that was the biggest thing, was his leadership. He didn't want any attention from the media or nothing, but believe me, he was a big-time leader.
Pavel Bure racing to center. One man to beat. Coming in on goal. In close. Shoot. Scores! Pavel Bure! Bure gets the puck again to the right point to Brown. And a carpet looking good. Brown shot. Loose touch. He scores! It dribbled in.
Goaltending was certainly a key. Kirk McLean continued to play very well, shutting out the Leafs in Vancouver, and he outplayed Potvin, and that was probably the key in the series.
That instantly gives a goalie huge confidence, because now he's just gone to a place where he's from, wanted to show he could play, and now in his head he knows he can play. And, he played amazing, there's no doubt about it. And he was probably one of the last goalies to play in the finals that played that old style, stand-up. And that'll definitely go down in history.
You can't go anywhere in the playoffs without goaltending. It's the nature of the beast. You have to have the big stopper, and Captain Kirk was great in those years. He really was.
We were playing pretty well in front of him, and he was making the stops he had to. We just totally shut their offense down. Kirk was a big part of that. He was just feeling it. He was really on a roll there, and just like our team, he was full of confidence and just seeing everything well.
So often in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the key player is the goaltender. Goaltenders get hot and they get confident, they get on a roll, and their teammates get confidence in the goaltender, and everything works better for the team. And that was a case where McLean had an outstanding playoff. Every series he was excellent, and you can't possibly win in the playoffs without that great goaltending. Pressure game after game not to let in any bad goals.
And having the back-to-back shutouts was a pretty neat experience, and they were a pretty good powerhouse at the time, somewhat a high-scoring team like they have now. So, and again, being Toronto and the lack of success that I've had against them in previous years, it was pretty exciting, and that obviously when that happened, just getting the 2 wins was a big plus for our club, and maybe would have been the dagger in the heart at the time.